Hey, this is Rick with CorteX Racing. Want to talk to you a little bit today about building vintage Mustangs, and what that means to us is 1964 to 70, and some of the services we offer, products we offer, and how we can help you be successful in planning, building, and performing and tuning those cars. So let's start with a little bit about our company and why you should choose us. So our roots and our background is in racing. So we have, and to this day are still actively competing in the highest level of sports car racing. So we do car preparation, driver coaching, all that kind of stuff in IMSA, SRO, and have been doing that for over 20 years. So very much racing is our underlying background, and we take that knowledge and experience and apply it to the products. First and foremost, everything's based around performance. Whether you utilize that or not, totally different thing, but the products are capable of it. And the second part is everything is engineered. We don't build things with the hope that they hold up, and then if they fail, go back and change them. It's do everything in CAD, do the FEA, finite element analysis on it, make sure that things are going to hold up and work, and do the front end work to make sure that we don't create science projects. And unfortunately, this industry is full of people that don't follow that methodology, and it's just make it fit and then try to refine it later, and it's really the wrong approach. So very prideful in how we do the products and the processes we use to make sure quality and performance come first. So when it comes to how we help people navigate these projects, we have a very intentional method of selling to people, and it's a consult to sell business model. And what I mean by that is we don't charge people for our time advising and planning and those sorts of things. Now, we do offer that when people want really off-the-wall stuff. So we've done projects that are not using our mail order products, and if you're getting into something like that, then we can help you design something that doesn't exist today. But for the most part, most of the people that are building these cars, we already have a full product offering. There's really no reason to make a science project out of it. We educate you first on what you should be thinking about and what the complications are, and what the pitfalls to avoid. And by educating you, that enables you to make a good purchasing decision. And so it's a trusting business model where we're going to invest some time in you, and then in turn we ask that you give us a fair chance to earn your business. And if it doesn't work out, then that's okay too, but that is our logic of we want to earn the business, and we're earning it through sharing our knowledge and sharing our experiences and helping you make good decisions before you even start. Because a lot of these projects fail because of either budget, unplanned, not proper budgets, or bad combinations of products. And if you don't plan those things out ahead, as far as drivetrain to suspension to engine management, all those, like you really need to take the time to lay out the full plan and have a schematic of how you're going to get there, and then that's going to increase your likelihood of successful completion exponentially. And unfortunately, when it comes to hot rods and vintage cars, higher end ones like what we tend to do, a lot fail. A lot of them fail. A lot of people start projects and they never see it to completion, and the reasons that they don't get completed are always the same. It's always budget or compatibility and just poor planning up front. So we can help you avoid those things to make sure your project gets done on time and on budget. So building these cars, one, we can do it for you. So for people that want us to build cars for them. We try to keep 4 to 5 cars under construction at any given time. And we do that in various degrees. It could be a lot of times, because suspension is our background, we will bring a car in, do the suspension upgrade, put all the CorteX parts on it, make it a rolling chassis, and then the customer takes it back and they do all the finish work. So that's a pretty common scenario, all the way up to turnkey, drive it home, complete cars. So because we do that, it really helps us on the mail order side of things, because there's so many components and processes and parts that go into building these cars that beyond just the CorteX parts. What a lot of people don't realize is we will help you, and we have the resources. We can sell you all of these parts. Like, yes, suspension is our background, but we'll sell you a complete bill of materials. Everything's in it, from fuel system to drivetrain to the suspension, obviously, wiring components, you name it, everything you need. As far as you want to go, we've got that recipe of what it takes to build one of these cars, and we will help you navigate that. And if you want to buy it from us, great. If not, then that's understood as well. But that service is available. So one thing that I think is important that often gets overlooked is planning and managing your time before you ever start. So it's a known thing that building a car like this is going to take a lot of time. It's critical that you plan for and invest the time during the planning stage. Take the time. This is my recommendation to you. By all means, take as long as it takes to build your plan, because having it complete and the picture of where you're trying to get to is going to make all the difference in the time it takes to get there, and ultimately being successful in reaching that goal. So it's something that is easy to overlook and easy to underestimate how much time it takes to plan something like this, because you're building a car from scratch. And if you think about what it takes an OE manufacturer to build a car, well, it takes a lot of time after they've done all the design. So we're trying to build, design, construct, and engineer a car from nothing, and that takes a lot of time to plan. And most people, I won't say that they skip the step, but they skip a lot of the aspects of that step, and they just try to put some bullets down and get after it, and it really needs a lot of time investment. So this video was intentionally kind of high level, tell you a little bit about the company, tell you a little bit about what we offer and how our logic is behind how we sell and consult. If you're considering building one of these cars, or you've got a project that's stalled and needs some guidance, the best way is to call us. These projects usually require multiple phone calls, lots of emails, laying things out in Excel sheets so we can all be on the same page of what it is you're trying to achieve and where you're at in the process. So social media, we've got lots of pictures. The website has lots of content, articles. The parts are obviously on the store. So take some time, educate yourself a little bit, and if you want to call before you do any of that, that's great too, and we'll help you navigate some of that, because I think that's one of the struggles with projects of this scale is where do you even begin? And by all means, we're happy to have that conversation. So powertrain's a big part of it, and be prepared for that conversation to be one of the first that we'll have. So appreciate your time, and hope you found it informative.